Hi everybody, my name is Chris. Welcome to Casual Fragrances. Today we're talking about a new release from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier. It's not a flanker, it's a brand new release, and hopefully it smells good. Gaultier, this is Scandal. So in this video here, I'm going to break down the performance, how I feel about the fragrance, do I like it or I don't like it. Before the video starts, thank you from Steven for our lessons for letting me borrow this bottle for review. I really appreciate it, brother. I'm gonna leave Steven's channel down below. Definitely go subscribe to Steven's channel. His YouTube channel is called Red Lessons. If you don't know him by now, one of the top fragrance viewers in the game, and he has so much amazing content. Talk about designers, indie, niche fragrance, clone fragrances, you name it, he's got on his channel. So definitely go click on his channel and subscribe. This fragrance is a 2021 release, for that's what I'm hearing so far, and it's brand new. So I do like the presentation of the bottle and the box and everything, which I will zoom in later in the video. But yeah, the nice crown up top. I think this crown is better than the Dolce & Gabbana K cap, just saying, but it's still kind of tacky. Snaps into place, you can pick it up by the cap, but I would be afraid to, so I would just advise you to pick it up by the bottle itself. Let's look at the sprayer. Sprayer is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna spray a little bit on my skin. Okay. Let that sit for a second. Fragrance goes for about $95 for a 50 ml bottle on eBay, and they have a 100 ml bottle that's going to run you $132, and 150 ml if you really like this fragrance, $158. If you want to buy the refill, which this is a refillable fragrance, so once you empty the juice out, twist the cap and you can refillable the fragrance. A 200 ml refillable is going to run you $169. I'll leave the eBay seller down below. Definitely check them out. And if you want to buy this fragrance, they don't have no samples available, so I do apologize in advance. Note breakdown. So we have clary sage, mandarin orange, caramel, tonka bean, and vetiver. Okay, the opening. You get a little bit of freshness with the orange mandarin. So there's a little bit of freshness in this fragrance. There's not a lot. It's a little bit, the first 10 minutes or so dives right down, and you get a sweet blast of the caramel in the fragrance. The caramel comes right through in the fragrance. So if you don't like the note of caramel or sweet type of fragrances, you're not gonna like this fragrance at all. This is basically a sweet bomb type of fragrance. This isn't your fresh and clean fragrance. This isn't your lemon-based fragrance, not your bergamot. This is pretty much caramel, tonka bean type of a fragrance. Now, if you like sweet fragrances or slightly gourmand fragrances, you're definitely gonna like this here, because it's a heavy fragrance in the air and on my skin. You get to the middle of the fragrance, the caramel comes out and the tonka comes out. So you get a dose of both. Now, this could be a little heavy for some people with them notes, so definitely control your sprays. You don't have to go heavy on the sprays. Maybe 2-3 sprays, I think you should be good. The dry down. The dry down of the fragrance, you definitely still pick up the tonka more and a slightly caramel, but then it pushes them down some and you pull up a little bit of greenness with the vetiver. This vetiver is nice. It's not too stinky, not too dirty. It's smooth, well blended, so it kind of gives a green feel to the fragrance, but this is not a green fragrance where it's like fresh and clean office scent. Not at all. This is more of a youthful, upscale, juvenile type of scent in my opinion. Performance. So for me personally, this thing projects for the first hour and a half. It's very strong. I'm telling you, when I sprayed this on my skin, I did like 3 sprays, it was like in your face. You know you're wearing a fragrance. You know you're wearing a sweet fragrance. Now, do I get DNA of regular Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrances? Not really, but it is a sweet fragrance where you can kind of put it in the category of a Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance, a 1 million fragrance, so on and so forth, sweet fragrances. You can put that in the category as a distant cousin or a brother or sister, this type of fragrances towards those fragrances I just mentioned. The first hour or so of projection is very strong. I would say it's a full arm's length, maybe beyond a full arm's length, where you're going to get noticed. When you walk by somebody, they're going to smell you. Whether they say something good or negative, they're going to be like, that look like they know you're wearing a fragrance, and it's that heavy, so definitely control your sprays. I would call this in that almost beast mode territory in the opening. Longevity, you're looking at about, I got about 7 to 8 hours on my skin. You could probably get more, but that 7-8 hour mark, that's where it's like, it's still on the skin, but I gotta dig a little bit more closer in. But you're easy, rest assured you're gonna get between 7 to 8 hours on your skin. This is the EDT concentration, so definitely keep that in mind. It might perform better for you, might perform worse, but I feel like it's in that 7 to 8 hour range on my skin, and it's good to go. And I did about 3 sprays, so I was good to go for the day. So 3 on my neck, and I had 3 on my wrist, so a total of 6 sprays. Season occasion. So for me personally, this is going to lean more towards, I would say, early spring. You could probably pull it off because it's not as hot yet, but then it's going to go slightly no summer and bring it back in the fall and winter time. Fall and winter time will be perfect just because you got to think of these notes of caramel and tonka bean. They're sweet notes. They're gourmand type. I prefer it in more of the colder months because it's so stickily sweet that it might be too much for your summertime, especially if you're in 90 to 100 degree weather. This is gonna project whether you do 1 spray, 2, or 3. It's gonna be heavy. And people are going to either be annoyed by the fragrance, they're not going to like it, or they're going to be like, oh, this fragrance is awesome. Like, you're going to get 1 out of those 3, it might be good, it might be bad scenarios. Occasion-wise, you can wear this dressed up. I say if you're going out on a nice date with the significant other, this is a great fragrance to wear. They're going to like it. They like sweet fragrances. I mean, don't overspray it. Maybe 1 spray, maybe 2, and you're good to go for a date. The person you're dating is going to smell the fragrance, and hopefully they like it as much as liking you on the first date, second date, third date, so on and so forth. This isn't a work scent. This could be a casual scent if you would like to wear this. Do keep in mind that this is a fragrance that will garner you attention, might garner you comments, or might get you questions like, what are you wearing type of fragrance. If you do not like to be the center of attention, this fragrance is not for you. This is a crowd pleaser fragrance. This is a in-your-face fragrance. This is going to be a compliment getter fragrance. I hate using that word, but I know people ask me, hey, is this compliment getter fragrance? Yes, because people will ask what you're wearing, and you will garner comments wearing this fragrance. Depending on your scenarios, where you live at, how you take care of yourself, how you dress, so on and so forth. So keep that in mind. Just because you buy this doesn't mean you're going to get millions of compliments. Ratings and final thoughts. Okay, so for me personally, I'm going to give this an 8. It's above average. It's really good for what it does. Performance is great. The first hour and a half projection. Longevity is that good 7 to 8 hour mark. This is $95 for a 50 ml bottle. Designers are about that $100 mark tag, maybe 120, 150. So for 95 bucks, it's not too bad. You're going to get your money's worth from the fall and winter time. You don't need many sprays, and you can refill the bottle. I'm only deducting 2 points because you can't wear this in the summertime. I wore it in summertime to test it out, and it's too strong. You know, and that's pretty much it. And it's very hard to get right now because they don't have it yet at Macy's and Sephora. They're probably going to get it later this year. If not in the summertime, now they're going to get it late in the fall and winter because this is more of a fall and winter scent. But nevertheless, it's going to hit your local Macy's and Sephora's, maybe Neiman Marcus, maybe Dillard's very soon. So just keep a lookout for it. It's going to come out very soon. At the end of the day, I think this is a great release by the house of Jean Paul Gaultier. Scandal. I got to see if my girlfriend likes this. I think she will. She likes sweet fragrances anyway. She's been busy with work and other stuff, and I'm busy with work too and putting out YouTube videos. But nevertheless, this is a great fragrance, and you should definitely check this out. Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal. The box is pretty cool too, and it's supposed to be like a reminiscent, they're saying, the storyline of a boxer's gloves, which are red, which is pretty cool. I'll leave the website down below. You can check out the whole story. I don't want to bore you because most people just care about the fragrance and the presentation and my performance. Thanks for watching another fragrance video. Thank you, Steven, for letting me borrow this bottle for review. I really appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you like this type of content and you learned something from it, make sure you click that red subscribe button. I really would appreciate that a lot. On my goal to 8K. 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you like this video if you like this type of content, and make sure you click the bell icon for future videos and giveaway announcements as well. If you try this fragrance Scandal, let me know in the comment section below, or what's your favorite Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance. I care about every single one of you guys. I'll catch you next video. Peace.